Let's go help too. And I don't know if I got a good enough Wi-Fi out here uh, to do that. Dog tag guess. I don't know what the heck that is. Yeah, I don't know. Cancel that. Doesn't look like it wants me to get on my laptop. No, that doesn't look like it's going to work. Let me try once more on something else. Matthew's phone. Yeah, let's see if that. Oh, it's beautiful weather here today. I'm in Washington City. Actually, I'm in Georgetown. Georgetown is a little touristy, hoi polloi place. The Kennedys started this, and let's see. Oh, I may be able to go live now. And let's go help too. Uh, More people need grants to pay credit cards and car. Okay, great. Pay credit cards and car payments. Yeah, maybe let's get in the. Yeah, actually, that's the news today. I read the paper today, and there's a lot of problems that the newspapers. Oh, let me get on the other. I got on. Let's go help too. Let's do. Okay. Yeah, I read the newspaper today, and there's a lot of problems that really can be solved with government grants that are percolating. And so now more and more people, more Americans are falling behind on their car loan and credit card payments than at any time in more than a decade. So you get more in debt. You're not paying enough card. A troubling signal of consumer stress is higher prices. See, you got more debt now, and the prices are getting and rising borrowing costs are squeezing the household. So you're getting more in debt. You can't pay off your debt. Prices are increasing now like crazy. Not before. I mean, rent is up 40% in some areas, and it's amazing. And also your credit card payments. Now, credit card rent, what their credit cards are charging is 20% interest. Now that's crazy. You don't want to do that. You don't want to pay 20% interest. I mean, you got to figure out how to get out of the paying credit cards because that's shit. And they get you. So for all this kind of stuff, so rent is higher. Where they pay credit card bills, rent, groceries. Chief economist says that according to the bank, rent appears likely to keep climbing. So they think the credit card interest rate is going to keep climbing. Okay, what the hell do you do with that? I mean, that's it's easy to complain, and they write articles about this, but they don't tell you what to do about it. I guess they think, oh, go vote for somebody or whatever. Who the hell knows that's going to work? Yeah. But there's stuff out there you can't do. Yeah. Oh man, you should see this. Uh, actually, this. Yeah. Oh, the jump in delinquencies. More and more people are becoming delinquent. I don't know if you can see this. See the jump here? Got it? Oh, it's a jump on the other side. Here it is. The jump. See, from here just a couple of years ago, how many people are becoming delinquent in their credit card? The type of debt, auto loans, credit card loans, consumer loans, are at the highest level in a decade. So before 2010, they've never been this high. on that. So what do you do? I mean, if you remember, I'll send you this report, or actually, uh, I don't know if I can get this in the chat. Look at, uh, yeah, I'm going to put this in the chat on, on Let's Go Help 2. Okay, here's your chat box. Okay, there's my chat box. Okay, look there, and you see the monster chat. I mean, the monster grants. Okay, I have a report called the monster grants, and number 6 in that report tells you step by step how to deal with this kind of stuff. And the uh, first thing you want to do is make an appointment with a financial counselor. Financial counselors are free. Charity, he cracks me up every day. What the fuck you mean when I swear? I never swear. Boy, no, they take me off the air. I swear, I won't fucking swear again. Uh, and the so you want to go. I mean, the way to do it, if you're not Let's Go Help 2, go to HUD.gov, HUD.gov, G-O-V, and put in counseling. Okay, and HUD for HUD .gov and put in counseling. Okay, and make an appointment. These organizations are all over the country, in every zip code. There's many of them. And if you don't like one, you go to another. That's one place. Another place is what's called your County Cooperative Extension Service. You hear that? County Cooperative Extension Service. Okay, you go there. You find that in their county, in your county government. So if you Google County Cooperative Extension Service and look for, it's probably it's going to be a .gov or a .org. If it's a .com, that means it's somebody trying to sell you something. No, no, don't go there. No, no, don't go there. And they have the same kind of thing. They have free experts that work on your uh, bills and stuff like that. Okay, now the other thing you have to do is find nonprofit organizations that give out grants when you're in financial trouble. Okay, and the other thing you do is you look for uh, organizations that will pay certain bills for you. So maybe you won't get a debt paid from them, but you get somebody to pay a bill, maybe your utility bill, your rent bill, mortgage, and that will free up money to pay your debt. So to find somebody like to give you $20,000 to pay off all your credit card bills, that's going to be hard to do without a gun and a mask. So you got to find other ways to do that. Talk to these people because the other things they do, they'll work down your bill. They'll help you call your people you owe money to get that down. Everybody's flexible, okay? So everybody's flexible in this, okay? And that's important to know that what you owe and what they say you owe doesn't mean you have to pay it all. Everybody's flexible. But you don't know that because you've never done it before and everything. That's why you go to these experts who do this all the time and know the buttons to push because they just want to make quota. They just want to, do numbers. I mean, it's all. They think you think you're dealing with humans, but the humans are dealing like robots. Are dealing with robots. You do this and they do that. Do this and they do that. So you got to find out what you have to push on on the humans to get your debt reduced. And there's lots of ways to do it. Because like even the IRS, if you owe a lot of money to the IRS, man, they got a program where you can pay as little as 10% of what you owe. Okay, it takes some hoops to go to. That's okay. You could figure it out. They're not special, and there's other people to help you do that for free. And the same way with your credit card to get those down to do it. So that's why go to these professionals. And if someone says no, you can't do that, go to another one. It's simple. It's like if when you want to go to the prom and you ask somebody to go to the prom and you say no, you don't stay home. No, you ask somebody else to go to the prom. It's simple. You're trying to get a job and somebody says no, well, you ask somebody else to get a job. You're trying to reduce your credit bill, and they say no. Well, you go to somebody else and do it. And that's what we're not trained to do enough because we think there's only one answer for anything like that. By the way, also in that report, I just put in for people, uh, uh, the Monster Grant report. I have a link there on Chat GPT, chat, the artificial intelligence thing. Terrific for certain things. And one of the things it's terrific for is you finding out about government grants. Now, it's not going to get you right to the government grant. It may or may not. That's a little iffy, but it tells you who has them. And that's it. So they're going through billions of articles written by me and everybody else. Now, I looked at a whole bunch of things like how to get a grant for a business, how to get a grant to fix my home, things like that, how to get a grant to pay bills. It was great. That's all I could say. I'm shocked. First of all, it's something you should use before you ever use Google. Do not use Google. You use Chat GPT or one of the other ones. I haven't used them all. I just know Chat GPT, so I'm familiar with that, using that. And I haven't used it a lot. So, and there's bad parts to it, but I recently joined a group and had such problems with scammers on Let's Go Help too. I don't think so. I don't see them on Let's Go. I see them on Facebook. I don't see them on Let's Go Help too. I think there was one we had to get rid of. But what you can do if you want me, I know it's a never-ending battle. It's sort of like uh, uh, nuclear arms. Yeah, it's an arms race. You know, go over to Facebook and start a discussion, and I answer those questions personally. So just start a discussion on Facebook. I answer them personally. And before you leave here, uh, on Let's Go Up there, look in the chat that I just put up there. Oh no, that was on the other. You're on YouTube, all right, aren't you? Okay. So go over. See, YouTube is not for members. The other one, if you watch me uh, on Let's Go Help 2, if you go over Let's Go Help 2 now, you could see this on Let's Go Help 2, and I'll put the listing of free reports there that you could get help right away, right from me. Okay. uh, and also the video I have on how to use Chat GPT. Chat GPT. You know what I mean, okay? And that's important. Yeah, I'm sorry we fight these people. There are three other websites called Let's Go Help on Facebook. What the fuck am I gonna do with that? You know, Facebook doesn't do anything. I complain and whatever, and nothing happens. Yeah, the AI. And so, in a general sense, now here's what the Chat GPT does when you put in, I want to grant uh, for a business or buy a house or whatever. It shows you what I know and what I'm trying to tell people. It doesn't give you the real sources. It tells you in a general sense, which is great. That's the biggest problem because what happens now, you go to Google and put in, I want money for a business. You don't learn any of these things. You're going to stumble into them, but you have to stumble through a billion websites. So that's the worst thing to ever do when you're looking for money for grants to do anything. If you want a grant uh, to do anything, don't go to Google, go to Chat GPT and say, I want a grant to do this. That, to me, what I've seen so far is the most honest section about grants ever. So you go to Google and you have to deal with a billion people who want to grab your money. The Google sharks, absolutely. And so, and you don't stand a chance with those people. You can't. They're too, they spend 24 hours a day trying to figure out the best way to get your money. I do that too. It's called marketing. yeah. Uh, and it's so important that you realize that you have to stay away from that. If you're looking in a general, if you're looking for like uh, National Institute of Standards and Technology, now that would be one of the offices that has uh, a, a, a grant for business. but you'll never find that in Google. You'll find it in Chat GPT, what I did, and no other crap, no other sharks, none of this other stuff that is all advertising is all eliminated, and you get the real marrow to the bone, or whatever the hell that phrase is. man, man, this spaghetti brain I got. Yeah, is resourceful for grants finding. Uh, uh, Mr. Lesko speaks volume. Oh, thanks, Gloria. Yeah, I mean, I just started checking it out last week, and wow, I am just amazed. I'm answering that with when I answer questions now on Let's Go Help. I thought, okay, this is what Chat, and see what it does. This is what Chat GPT says about this. You know, to give you an overview. I don't have time to explain it. I can't explain it as well as they do. That's what they do is take billions of articles and everything and boil it down and shit to a page. I couldn't do that. I know too much, and I want to tell you about all this other stuff. That's also really neat and all that kind of stuff. But what it does is focus you. Hey, okay, here's the universe I have to look at. Because otherwise you go to Google. You can't even see my hands at the end of them. One of That's very generous of you to share that with everyone and for free. Charity. Uh, I, I just want to help you. Please. I mean, uh, I know. I mean, when I was younger, whatever, and trying to make a buck and feed myself, I would never do this. But now, the more I do this, the more uh, I feel the love coming back from people that is is more food than anything I could put in the bank. Uh, I know that, but some people don't see it. No, you're absolutely right. No, and that's because we're on and that's what I see is that capitalism, which I adore. The reason I adore capitalism is that I know I'm doing something that helps other people. If I say, "Oh, look at this," this is all free, and if nobody pays for it, then why the hell am I doing it? See, to me, if I'm doing it and I think it's great, but nobody else cares about it, then sort of that's like making love to yourself or masturbating or something. No, it's fun to make love to other people, and help other people and love other people. I mean, that's the fun in life. It's not doing what you think everybody should do. You have to help other people on what they want to do. I am ever going to win your given. I don't know, Kendrick. I can't. Yeah, okay, that we're going to do more lottery. So maybe you have a chance. The $60,000 thing we do on the 4th, which is coming up again. We're going to do in a lottery format now, and get this done faster. It's taking too long. We have 7 people reading every goddamn thing, and there's thousands and thousands, and we only choose like 120 or whatever it is. So we're just going to do the lottery thing, and what we have to do too is make sure people are paid members. Because if you're not a paid member, then you're hurting other people, because that's where the money comes from people. Lottie would be better. You think so? Yeah. Yeah, because then but it will save us a lot. Look, I think we're just coming out with the names today of the winners for August 4th. Wow, it's almost the 34th, right? It's almost 30 days later, right? So it's 4 weeks, not 2 weeks. So we got to cut this out and do it in the lottery. And the other two are done lottery. The car and and the one we did yesterday for the free laptop. That's helped me survive by helping others. Now I need to help myself. Yes, Naomi. First, you have to help yourself. You can't give to other people until you're strong. So first, you have to take care of yourself, and that's why I say the people who work with me. I want them to all feel that if you have a problem with yourself, you have a problem with your home, you know, I'll wait for you to be good. Don't worry about it. You have to take care of yourself to be strong with your family, and then you get. What we do is not brain surgery. People are going to live and everything, but you and your family is more important than anything we do. So I want to make sure that they do what they have to do first, and put us on the back burner, when you're ready. A lot of you will probably save a lot of time on. Absolutely, Joe, man. But I thought, see, what I did at first when we first started, this is 2 years we've been doing it, is to have the people who do it have a heart and feeling for these people, for the people who are members. I want people to have empathy for each and every member that we have, so we can help you and love you almost. I don't know what that word means anymore. I grew up feeling that if you said love, you had to get married. And there's more to that. And I think that closed my heart. Now I want to open my heart more. So I think that means I have to love more people to make that happen. And that's a tricky thing. I don't know how to do that. But I love your stuff. Seriously. When are you will die a legend? Your work is amazing. I think. Well, Kendrick, that's so sweet of you. And I, I lose my breath when you say something like that. I have no idea what to say. Uh, you, I will cry if I continue there. I will push it aside and try to pretend I don't ignore it, but I do. It's the most meaningful thing that happens to me. Um, and it may not mean to everybody, so I don't want to wallow in this. I want to use that as fuel to get up in the morning and help more people. Truth, I have been watching you since I was a kid. Wow, who is this guy? This crazy Sid. Someday we all have a big, wonderful cry together. Oh man, I would love it. I think if you cry, something important is going on in your life. Now we have so much media, so much shit going on. You can't tell the good from the bad, the real from the fake, whatever. So that's why if something hits you in the heart that makes you cry, wow, you know, that is real. I mean, how do you get real? And to feel that there's really the salt of the earth, that we're all organic, we're all just nature, we're all, is this as real as this tree or whatever, and back. And that's the important thing, not the crap we make. They're just tools to be more human. And that's what we have to use. Um, okay, so on Let's Go Help 2, download those reports, okay? We're trying to figure out how to answer good questions there. I'm working on that hard. Uh, Use AI before you get, that will give you, it doesn't give you the links like we do, where to go to do next. And there's some other additions to AI that maybe get some of that. But it's good to look at what AI says because they set the picture for you. Okay, for home repair, this is the picture. These are the organizations, and they list them like I do. Yeah, and there's like 10, 12 types of organizations that have this. That's what and they're the only ones to contact. Maybe there's a few more than this that I own, only because I've been doing this 50 years. They miss some. But 50 years, I feel that the artificial intelligence is doing my brain. This is what I would do if I was smart enough to package it that way. I just been studying all that, and that's what I know, and that's what I try to show people when you get my reports. That's what you see. These are the only goddamn things that really give grants. Everybody else is just pulling your leg. Uh, and it's not worth the time. That's why you got to stay away. Get out of Google. Now to go to Chat GPT, and you see the universe you have to concentrate on to get that money. If you want to get scammed, if you want to get everything, go to Google. You don't want to get scammed, and focus on things that are only there to help you with free money. Then that they did it. They did it. These fucking yeah. And it's funny. I study computer. I'm a computer science degree. I taught computer science back in the 70s. Okay, 70s. You guys weren't born yet. I was a professor in computer science back in the 70s. Uh, I had a software company back in the 70s. And the computers back then were bigger than this plaza. That's amazing. And that's why to me it was all, that's when information first started becoming important. And I thought for organizations, for us to survive a society, you got to get information to make decisions. That's why I wore the question mark suits. I said, God, you know, but to get the right information, you had to ask the right questions. Okay. And that's it. So that's why and you can't ask the right questions. See, what's so nice about ChatGPT is if you ask that question in Google, wow, ask it in ChatGPT, wow, wow, wow. It's only the good stuff. Google is terrible. Because the good stuff is in there, but it's on page 89 that you'll never see. Yeah. And that's it. You have to use Google through their free AI at Bard, which is completely different and separate from. Yeah, I'm sure it's like Chat GTP, Joe. I believe you. I'll get to there. I got 3 other videos I got to do today. I got probably 50 questions I got to answer, and a whole bunch of administrative shit that people are pulling on my ear for. Uh, Thanks, Joe, for the info. But I I can't help more than to just say I am so grateful for each and every one of you that think what I'm doing has any value at all. I know I'm realistic enough; it's not going to solve all your problems, and be lucky if I solve one or two if you're lucky. But hopefully, to kick you in the right aisle to solve them yourself and things like that. And the love you've been showing me is the most amazing thing in my life I've ever had. So I just overwhelmed with gratitude, and that's why I give all the money back. That's why I can't believe that people are giving money like this. So we make a profit, we give it back to you because it makes me. Oh, it just fills my heart like nothing else has ever uh, done for me. And I think what we have is our gifts and talents to give to other people in a personal love relationship or professional relationship that I can give what I have that will help somebody else. And you're showing me that by your subscriptions, and that's why I have to give it back to you. Uh, I want to thank you all again. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna go to the gym and get those muscles a little working again. I see that helps me a lot. Go home, answer questions individually as much as I possibly can. Get up in the morning and keep doing this to help as many people as I can before I die. What's gonna happen here? Okay. Uh, okay. Well, I think maybe the computer doesn't like the sun or something. What is it? I gotta go, guys.